The Wild West, a period roughly spanning the mid-19th to early 20th century in the United States, is synonymous with cowboys, saloons, and gunfights. Central to this iconic era were the gunslingers, men and occasionally women, whose skill with firearms made them both feared and celebrated. These figures, whether outlaws, lawmen, or neutral gunfighters, shaped the mythology and history of the American frontier. Who were the gunslingers? A gunslinger was someone known for exceptional skill with a firearm, often a revolver or rifle, and the willingness to use it in duels, self-defense, or criminal activity. They occupied a complex role. Lawmen, sheriffs, marshals, and deputies like Wyatt, Earp, and Bat Masterson maintained order in lawless towns, often facing violent criminals. Outlaws, figures such as Billy the Kid, Jesse James, and the Dodge City Gangsters operated outside the law, robbing banks, trains, and stagecoaches. Neutral or freelance gunfighters. Some were hired for protection, hired as bodyguards, or simply traveled from town to town, testing their skills in duels. Life and skills of a gunslinger. Being a gunslinger required more than just marksmanship. Quick draw. The ability to draw and fire a gun faster than an opponent was crucial. Accuracy. Gunslingers had to hit targets reliably under pressure, often in chaotic environments. Survival skills. Many traveled through harsh landscapes, hunted for food, and defended themselves from bandits and hostile encounters. Reputation. Reputation mattered as much as skill. Being feared often prevented fights from happening at all. Duels and confrontations were common, though contrary to popular legend, quick-draw showdowns at high noon were rare. Most gunfights were sudden, chaotic, and deadly. Famous gunslingers. Some gunslingers achieved legendary status due to their exploits, both real and exaggerated by newspapers and dime novels. Wild Bill Hickok. Known for his sharpshooting, law enforcement in Kansas, and dramatic deaths, Hickok became a symbol of frontier justice. Billy the Kid. A young outlaw with numerous escapes from law enforcement, his story exemplifies the outlaw culture of the Wild West. Doc Holliday. A gambler, dentist, and gunfighter, Holliday is most famous for his role in the gunfight at the OK Corral alongside Wyatt Earp. Calamity Jane. One of the few notable female gunslingers, she became known for her sharpshooting skills and adventurous spirit. Gunslingers in pop culture. The mythology of gunslingers has been immortalized in literature, film, and folklore. Western novels and dime novels exaggerated their exploits, creating larger-than-life personas. Hollywood films and television shows of the 20th century romanticized duels, showdowns, and frontier justice. Legends versus reality. While some gunslingers were heroes or villains, many tales were embellished, blending fact and fiction. Impact on the American frontier. Gunslingers played a significant role in shaping the Wild West. Law enforcement. Gunfighters often brought order to lawless towns, even if they sometimes skirted the law themselves. Crime and outlaw culture. They also fueled fear and instability, participating in robberies and violent feuds. Cultural symbol. Gunslingers became enduring symbols of individualism, courage, and frontier survival, influencing American identity and mythology. Decline of the gunslingers. By the late 19th century, the era of gunslingers began to fade. Expansion of railroads and communication. Law enforcement became more organized and towns became less isolated. End of the frontier. As territories became states, the law gradually replaced vigilantism. Modern firearms. Advances in firearms and police training reduced the influence of individual gunfighters. Despite their decline, gunslingers remain iconic figures in American history and culture. The gunslingers of the Wild West were more than just skilled shooters. They were symbols of a turbulent era defined by freedom, lawlessness, and survival. From legendary outlaws to brave lawmen, their stories of duels, daring escapes, and frontier justice continue to captivate imaginations worldwide. The myth and reality of gunslingers remind us of the wild, untamed spirit of the American frontier and the people who lived, and sometimes died, by the gun.